I was done, you guys. I was just done. I felt fat and frumpy and just all the things that we don't want to feel like. We don't want to feel like, right? It was post-COVID. It was post-menopause for me, and I had gained weight, and I just felt like my style had tanked. And I didn't even know what my style was anymore. I used to be thin and cute, as I like to say, and I didn't even know what to wear anymore, how to dress for my age, my lifestyle, and the body that I'm in right now. So I had to make some changes, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit today about how you can make some changes too. So, are you ready? Let's dive in. Okay, so here we are. My name is Tina Schwan, and I am a personal stylist. And the name of my program is Real Style for Real Life. There is a story there, but let's just suffice it to say that I do creative and personal styling for real life women who are probably midlife and up and maybe need a little bit help in the style department, right? So that's why you're here. That's why we're going to dive in right now. So, part of my program is clearing the chaos. So, starting in the closet, detoxing your closet. I actually do have a closet detox challenge coming up in January 2025. So, if you want in on that, I will put together a wait list for that. So, click the description below and you can get on the waiting list for that. And then the second piece is learning to love the skin you're in. I'm going to dive into that in my next video. And then the last piece of my program is having fun getting dressed again, putting the fun back into getting dressed again. That's what Style Society is about. That's my membership community. That's a monthly membership. And I'll have a link to that down in the description so you can learn more about that. And if you want to join, that'd be awesome. And we'll see you on the other side if you decide to do that. But that's my 3 pillars. Let's clear the chaos, learn to love the skin you're in, and have fun getting dressed. So today we're going to talk about how to unlock your signature style. And I did a recent video on this earlier, so you might want to check that out as well. I'll put the link up in the corner for you. But we're going to talk about your confidence, color, and bold expression, right? And actually, this is going to be a 3 video series. So today we're going to talk just about defining that style. The next video I put out will be body type dressing, and then the third piece of that will be color theory and practice. So we'll get into all of it, but it would be way too long for this video. So I decided to break it up. All right, your signature style. You are unique. You are wonderfully made, right? And your signature style, it takes a lot of things into account, right? I hear a lot of people talk about just one piece of the puzzle or a couple pieces of the puzzle, and there's so many things that go into your signature style. And it's taken me personally some real work to kind of figure out just what is my signature style at this stage in my life, right? Because it's a little bit different. I just turned 60 and I don't want to dress like my grandma used to dress or like even my mom used to dress when she was my age. But I also don't want to dress like my, daughters that are in their 20s and 30s dress. I want to dress what fits for me personally. It doesn't have a lot to do with age, but for me at this phase of my life, right? So it's a blend of your personality, what your lifestyle, your job, your recreational activities, all those kind of things come into play. Your values are all expressed through what you wear, right? And it makes your look feel timelessly you. Like people should see you and they should not be shocked by what you're wearing, right? It is how people will know you, it's how people will remember you. And I think it is so important in our lives to be able to let our style kind of represent who we are on the inside by how we present ourselves on the outside, right, to the world. The thing about menopause is that you forget stuff. So before I forget, don't forget yourself to download my free quick start style guide. I've taken all the BS out of it. I've taken all the fluff out and just created a really short guide that cuts to the chase on how you can get started with defining your style and starting to present your best self out into the world. So that link will be in the description below. Be sure and grab that, and I'll talk to you soon. So let's dive in a little bit on how do I do this? We know the why. Why do we want to? I want to present my best self to the world. But the how is a little bit like that's where people get hung up, I feel like. You know your why, but you're not sure how to do it. That's where personal stylists come in to help you with that. So, defining your style, I want you to really start paying attention. Like, I'm a nerd when it comes to this stuff, so I pay attention to this all the time. When I'm watching TV or reading magazines or on the internet or whatever, I'm always paying attention to what people wear and why I like what they're wearing, why maybe I dislike some things, why I wouldn't wear that myself. So start to just be in tune with those kind of things. There are certain characters on TV shows that I'll really hone in on or really sort of identify with style wise, and then others that I don't necessarily identify with style wise. So if you think about like the show Grace and Frankie comes to mind. And this happens in every TV show. And now you're going to start paying attention to this. So I gave you a warning. But Grace, she's played by Jane Fonda. She's very put together. She's very classic. So even when she's not wearing like a suit, which she can totally rock a business suit like no other, she wears very classic sweaters, very classic slacks. Even her jeans are classically cut. And the accessories that she uses, she's just a classic all the way around. And then you got Frankie, who's played by Lily Tomlin, who is just this sort of free-spirited, hippie-ish type of gal with her flowy fabrics and big, huge artistic jewelry, large prints, bright colors, vibrancy, and it's just like the two opposites, right? And their clothing speaks exactly to who their characters are. Well, not all of us are like that well defined, and that's something I have sort of a problem with styling and things you hear on the internet, because I feel like we all have a little bit, maybe a little bit of Grace with us and a little bit of Frankie in us, and sometimes we meld it together depending on what we're doing and where we're at. So but start to pay attention to what you gravitate to, and maybe even jot some notes down or make a style board or something like that, a lookbook for yourself. You could do it with pictures on your phone. You could do it on the computer. You could do it in real life with, how we used to cut things out and make sort of a mood board. So you can do all that and kind of start to see some patterns of what you really like. The other thing, second bullet point, how do you want to feel in your clothes? Do you want to feel confident? Do you want to feel elegant? Do you want to feel approachable? Do you want to feel fun? All those things come into play. So how do you want to feel? It's not just how you look. How do you want to feel? And then what types of clothing do you need most for your lifestyle? Here's a little story. I'll try and keep it short, but I had a client, a one-on-one styling client that I was helping her with her closet detoxing and figuring out how to wear the clothes that she was left with. And she had a lot of clothes. Like she had 6 full walk-in closets full of clothing. And it took us 12 hours to go through everything. But her thing was that she had been in the business world and she was now retired, and she simply didn't need all of that corporate wear. Like it all fit, it all still great, it worked great for her body, and it was beautiful clothing. She just didn't need it for her life anymore. She's traveling with her husband and wearing tennis shoes and, out and about dancing and all of those kind of things. And she goes, belongs to a dinner club. They're a little more casual. So those things, there was no reason for her to hang on to those. So that's kind of a really good example of, you want clothing that works for your lifestyle, right? I would love to rock, a collared shirt all day long with a pair of slacks or jeans and then a blazer every single day. But sometimes I like to wear a nice striped sweater, right? So it just, you have to think about your lifestyle as well as you're thinking about these things. All right, next thing is finding that one or two things in your closet that really speaks to you, that you feel your absolute best when you wear it. It could be a rockin' pair of boots, like in this picture, or a great handbag, or just an entire outfit that you're like, you know what? When I wear this, I feel fantastic. Like I have an ivory white suit that I love. It fits me like a glove. I wear a bright, bold print top under it most of the time when I'm at a speaking engagement or doing some style work or whatever the case may be. And to me, that is like my signature look. And I would wear that every day of the week if I could, but it just doesn't fit my lifestyle always. And I want to be, comfy in my daily life. And I work from home most of the time. So that wouldn't make sense. But anyway, that is part of that. All right. So those are kind of the things we're going to go back through real quick on these slides. So think about your personality, your lifestyle, your values, and how you want to present yourself and how you want people to remember you. That's number one. Number two, defining your style. So figuring out, what do you like? Do you like ruffles? Do you like bold prints? Do you like florals? Do you like plaid? Do you like wool? Do you like all those things come into play? Do you like more of a retro feel like this lady down in the corner? Or do you like it's kind of a relaxed feel, or really edgy feel, or this sort of really modern casual look? I love that. So all of these looks are so cute, but what speaks to you the most, right? And how do you want to feel in your clothes, and what fits with your lifestyle? And then the last thing is take a moment, figure out what that piece is for you, and go with that. All right, last thing, don't forget to download that style guide. It will help you so much. I'm just telling you right now. So I hope that helps you with some quick tips on how to start to define your style and figure out how you can best present yourself, your best self, to the world that you're living in right now. So I thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to grab my quick start style guide down in the description below. You won't regret it. I'll talk to y'all soon. Thanks so much, and God bless.